Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Facebook Nation. Welcome to a special edition of the Joan Henry Show. But please don't go anywhere because we are going to be right back. Okay, so hello, world, and welcome to a special edition of the Joan Henry Show. I'm your host, Jamaican Joan, and I'm super excited about tonight. You know, let me just say Happy New Year because if we are, it's what, 8:51 in my time. I don't know where you're watching from, but and I know we're close to seeing 2021, right? And to all my folks in England, definitely Happy New Year because it's already New Year over there. So, viewers, for most of us, life has not been the same. And, with the pandemic, it has changed the way that we work, the way that we learn, the way that we interact. 2020 had its highs and lows. And during those highs and lows, it caused some of us to struggle and some of us to just not have just mess up the year for a lot of us. But you know what? I believe in us pushing. And in this case, I'm just going to ask you to continue to push, where push means push until something happens, because it is only then that we will be able to stay strong and just embrace what 2021 will have for us. As you know, my show on a Thursday is normally 8 o'clock, Influential Thursday. But I've decided that for the last 2 Thursdays in the year, I want to have a different kind of show. I want to bring some laughter to households across the world. And so tonight I'm joined by one of Jamaica's funniest comedians known as Mr. Handsome. And boy, I can't wait until you guys hear from him. But before he gets started, let me just say this. There are some people in this world who understand the gift of giving and understand that their true blessings come from God. Okay? And this comedian, he's no different. And had it not been for COVID, he would have been on some of the big stage right now. Okay? So, and that's his bread and butter. That's how we make his money. So I'm going to be putting up his cash app in a few minutes. And I'm going to ask you guys to bless this man. Okay? Bless him because he's going to be blessing you with laughter. So I'm going to need for you to bless him with a couple dollars. Okay? It won't hurt, right? So again, this show is a special edition of Influential Thursday. So, Mr. Handsome, welcome to the Joan Henry Show. How are you doing?
I'm just fine. Laying down in my bed, just relaxing, just thinking, just waiting for a couple more hours to go into 2021. Never know that we would have reached this milestone, but we are here.
Absolutely. I mean, it did look a bit shaky at some point, but I think we're going to mess around and see 2020, see 2021, right?
Is that thing ready or not? Here it comes.
Well, that is true. And so let me use this time to shout out all those who are watching locally and internationally. And I tell my friends, I said, look, join us over here. It's not the typical kind of Influential Thursday talking about business. I'm not feeling very business-ish. And I'm making up words over here, right? I'm not feeling very business-ish tonight. We're going to have fun. So with that being said, Mr. Handsome, please do take it away. I turn the show over to you now, sir.
No, man, look, people. Let me tell you something, man. I just saw something, a post on social media, and that thing made me laugh. It was a guy who sent me a text, and he sent me the video of him calling a friend of his in the UK. And he said, like he would have said, Miss Jones, I know you're living in the UK, and I know it's about your New Year's is already there. How it look? tell me, come me there in New York, for me not come here. So tell me how your New Year look before me going over there. So come me no want go over there so with no foolishness. So tell me how it look. And I find it really, really, I'm amusing. I said to them that because they are 6 hours ahead of us, daylight before us, night come down before us. And I always have this joke and say Jesus is coming there first. But but when you look at it, when God shall appear, he's coming at the same time everywhere. So no, that was just a joke. But how y'all doing, world? How y'all doing, London? How y'all doing, Jamaica? I'm trying to share this on my page, but not getting the opportunity to share it. I'm gonna ask somebody to share it on my page, and it is what's the name of your page again?
My page is Dr. Joan Henry Fields, or
The
outside of
page that you're on.
yes, I'm on my personal page, and I'm also on the We Global Network.
Okay.
But the we is WEE, We Global Network.
The We Global Network. I'm gonna
Yeah,
find it.
WEE.
Because I really wanted to share it with my colleagues and my friends so they can see, something that they can get something to laugh about. And
Yes.
so everybody, we are just amazing to be here, and the clock is winding down. We have a couple more hours to go to the new year 2021. Wow. What a year. What a year. We
Were
coming.
you able to find the page?
No, I'm gonna make somebody look for it for you. Just go and talk for me. Give me a second. Jones.
Okay, so while you look that up, let me just use this time again to just thank you guys for tuning in. Again, this has been a very rough year, and I believe that a little bit of laughter won't hurt. Oh, I see my brother in London tuned in. Happy New Year, bro. Enjoy 2021. And I thank you guys for tuning in. So Mr. Handsome, he's trying to get, his friends on. So he's just trying to connect to another device in the meantime. So
let
you're
me
good?
not find it, man. Don't worry.
Okay.
Definitely is going to find it. So just give me a few. Let me type it in and go right on it.
Okay. And remember, it's WEE.
WEE. All right. So all right. Give me again. Is
We Global Community.
WEE.
WEE. Global. GLOBAL. Global Community.
G G I
GLO. No, GLO.
GLO
BAL.
BAL
Community.
COM.
It should pop up by now. Yeah, so okay. Viewers, it's no different from being in an in-person comedy show. You gotta set the stage right, you gotta get all the things going. So it's no different tonight. We're trying to live stream to as many platforms as we can. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're trying to get done in the meantime, to just stream to a couple of platforms so that when Mr. Handsome gets started, then it's gonna be on.
Correct. Is WEE.
Yeah, We Global Network.
We Global Network.
Mm-hmm.
All together, right?
Now you can put the space between them. The WEE is all together.
Global
Network.
Community.
Oh, We Global Community. Yeah.
Type on it. Look, no, you come out of that. We're going to that. You're going to last cell. You know, we're going live. We wanna go. Hold it. Granddaughter, daddy doing something. Are you this in this pretty hairstyle?
I guess so.
Oh, I don't see the live.
Yeah, man, it's there.
See the page here. Hold on. This is the page, right?
I can't see it.
It's
Yes,
a
that's
group.
the page. Yeah, that's the page.
It's a group, right?
Yeah.
I have to join group.
Lord Jesus. Okay, go to my other page then.
Go. You're right, cause it said join group.
I mean, you can join it too, but
We'll find the other page. What the other page name?
it's Dr. Joan Henry Fields. It's DR.
DR. Hold on.
Uh,
DR.
and then Joan, Joan.
Dr. Joan. Joan.
Henry, Henry.
Henry.
Dash Field.
Dashfield.
You should it should pop up by now.
That's one.
Field.
Fields.
Fields.
Touch it.
Hmm?
Touch it. See that?
Dr. Henry. Well, if a Dr. Henry Field, me see, you know, or me see the one that look like you. The one that look like you. It
You
does on
think
the oh, you will see myself.
you see it? So you should be able to share that now.
All right, so I'm gonna share it now. So I'm gonna yes. Me see
Okay.
it.
All right. So you have
Dr.
some,
Henry Field.
yeah, man, and you have people here waiting on you, and more people about to join in, and we're just setting everything up, and it's all good.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna share it to everybody who me know.
Okay. All right. So the more the merrier, right?
Yeah, man. All right, no. So we're ready for work now, right?
Come on, let the show begin.
So everyone, we are live on Dr. Henry Fields live. So what do you want to know? What you want to talk about now? What let's talk. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. How long have you been doing your show, Miss Henry?
I'm about 4 years
4 years.
on this platform, but maybe I mean like another 6 years on radio.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, man, it's been something to, this opportunity that we are getting now on social media is phenomenal. That we come a point now that we can stand in our living room, in our kitchen, and go live, and people all over the world can see us, and we can make them laugh. Laughter is something that it keep me alive. Once you laugh, I laugh. Once I seen, I can put a smile on somebody's face, it mean the world to me. I went to bed last night and I was talking to someone, and in the middle of me finish the conversation, I was still talking to the person, jump out of my sleep, and thought I was still talking to the person and laughing in my sleep. That's how much I enjoy laughing. I recently got baptized um in church 2014, and it's been a challenge as a young Christian coming up. We are not perfect. Sometimes I can get mad, and I say, God, am I is my soul right with you? You try to be honest, you try to live a good life and everything. And the many times I say, God, if you should come tomorrow morning, is everything right with me? And that's one of the things that we gotta ask ourselves as Christian, as human being, is our soul right? If 2021 the cloud burst open and God come, would we all be ready? Do that make sense, Miss Jones?
Oh,
Or
it
do
makes absolute sense. Yes.
and no, I'm not asking nobody. I'm asking me. I'm asking me. Am I ready? Am I definitely ready? You know, with everything that's going on, do my soul is right, and I want to make it right. I want to make it right. Want to make it right. You know. I'm kind of lost. I lost for words at times when I don't have a costume. But trust me, you're gonna in for a surprise. You're gonna in for a treat this morning. You are going to be in for a treat. Um, 2000 and 2020. It seems like things was going backward. It's like everybody was going down and everybody was scaring and everybody was running. And I think I did a live and I said, what if it was Judgment Day? What if everybody that died from COVID, what if everybody that lost their life, God was just unpick who we want and take them, and then we not even know that it's judgment. You ever think about that? What if it's judgment and we don't know what's going on and then we leave behind and then he just make his appearance and we say, oh, judgment come. He said judgment is there a long time and you guys didn't know. You go to church, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Do you ever go to church and see some things that, happen in church and you wonder why it happened?
Yep.
You know, to go to church, everybody, you notice the pastor them don't really carry Bible to church no more.
Okay.
No, 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 no. You don't see no. Turn your Bible to St. Mark, the 5th chapter and the 12th verse. Nobody don't turn a Bible more than turn their laptop or their tablet. Everybody just click on. So you see now that if COVID-19 come in and everybody have to use machine, everybody have to get a chip. We already doing it. Miss Jones, you see what I'm saying? We already
Yeah.
doing it. Turn your Bible. No, I dare you, Pastor said, turn your laptop or your tablet to St. Mark. Might as well say, don't say even turn. Just say switch on your laptop. Switch on your tablet to St. Matthew 5 chapter and the 5th verse. Might as well you do it that way. But everybody is doing and trust me, I go to church. And when I go to church, I see minister is playing what they call that thing, the thing that that put up the words and they're playing all kind of game on their phone. Minister, usher, your phone is on ring because pastor preaching and your phone does come out ring or ding, 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 and you answer it because that's what it is. Next thing, I know church, and I do believe that church is supposed to be a classy place where pastor have the personal hygiene is up. Every pastor is supposed to have good, clean personal hygiene. You don't think so?
Yes, they should.
Because we talk, even comedian, we talk a lot. We talk a lot, right? And if you are talking in my face, I wanted to make sure no, whatever coming, I can receive it. It's a joke. It's a joke. There was a revival keeping, and I get this joke and I say it all the time. And your aunt always said, man, I'm inviting you to revival. And you said, no, auntie, me can't come to revival because I'm working and I know I don't want to be, coming home late and I'm tired. He said, listen, you gotta come to revival because revival is closing on Friday. You give your auntie the benefit of the doubt because you want your auntie to be proud. So you go to the revival, but you reach late. So when I reach late at the revival, as soon as I walk in under the tent, the service was about to close off, so they are calling the altar call. So through I walk from the back right inside, they saw me. they called me up and say, young man, come here. I have a word for you. So I'm looking around because you're saying, no, man, me just come. Oh, you just pick me out, so. And he said, no, you in the pretty pink, purple, and come, I have a word for you. And a lot of time, a lot of people go to church to hear a word. Am I wrong?
You're right.
We thank you. We go to church to hear a word. So we don't want to disrespect the pastor, so we go for that word. So normally the pastor is always in the middle with two ushers, one at the end and one at the other end. So I went up to this man, and this man was saying, I have a word for you. And I have a word for you. And he come as close as possible. I have a word for you. God tell me to tell you. So I started to hold my head down. And he said, lift your head up, son. Lift your head up. I wanna minister to you. I still hold my head down. Because now I am receiving something that I shouldn't be receiving. So I started to cry because I am furious now, because no, I am furious of what's going on. Because I wanted to get out, and it's keep on lifting up my head and say, let him talk to me. So I was crying, tears were running down, and the usher on the left was like, oh my God. He is receiving the word. He is receiving the word. Sister, you don't know what I'm up here receiving. You have no idea of what I'm here receiving. You shouldn't even, and I'm holding on my head, sister. He putting up my head. I'm holding on my head. And I said to myself, no, when I look behind me with tears running down, I wanted to tell the few people who in the line long gone out the door, don't come up here because you don't want to receive what am I receiving. Because I'm crying, so they say, in crying quick. I said, I need to get it. Then all of a sudden, boom, it come to me. I don't know where it come from, but I started to speak in tongues. And I speak in tongues when I say Listerine, toothpaste, bubblegum, Isomint. Listerine, toothpaste, bubblegum, Isomint. Toothpaste, bubblegum, Listerine, Isomint. I give them a cue. When I look back behind me, everybody gone because they know not come up and receive nothing. And in fact, even though it's a joke, it come reality. You ever go to church and pastor say something and you do exactly what he said? You ever get in trouble in church?
Yes.
Yes. Well, this trouble is real. You can't go to a church and a pastor say to you that, listen, what am I going to tell the minister? What am I going to tell my congregation is this. You must go without fear. It's too much of you guys are walking around and have fear. You're walking around and have fear. Go without fear. And I listen to every word, because you have to cling on to the word, what the man is saying, and I cling on to his every word. Sweetheart, after church, I take a bus. The doctor was coming around. The doctor was, bus fare, please. I look at the doctor and I said, sir, can't you tell him a Christian? He said, I see your Bible in your hand. He said, what that have to do with me? I said, my pastor told me to go without fear. Mama, I get a piece of beat in the bus. I'm listening to what the man said. The man said, go without fear, and I do exactly what he said. No, that's not even the point. Okay, how is it now you can tell a man that if the only reason why we are not successful in life, the only reason why we are not getting things out of life is just the fact that we are not claiming things. And we must learn to claim success. I said, say pastor talking truth. Sweetheart, after church done, me go right outside and stand up in front pastor van. I said, give me the key. He said, brother, what are you talking about? I said, take your wife and your children out of the van. Me need a van there. Him said, what do you mean? I said, you tell me to claim things and claim what me want. Me want the van. And a bad mind, me bad mind. And I'm grateful, me grateful. If you said it and I'm doing it. You notice in every church, they always said, you must sow. If you want your blessing, you must sow into the church, right? And if you want the increase on your job, you want a promotion in your job, sow into the church. If you want that beautiful wife that you dream of, sow into the church. God will restore it. Sow into the church. I do exactly what I'm saying. I went down to the fabric store, I buy 10 yard of cloth. I buy needle and thread and come back and sew and blanket in the church. Then tell me, say, I did the wrong thing. No, that's what you sometimes, we as human beings, and especially we as Jamaican, you have to explain things to us because we might end up do the wrong thing. You can't preach to me and tell me that you are the shepherd and we are the sheep. And in order for the ministry to grow, in order for the church to grow, we as the member and as the sheep must go outside and look more sheep to bring into the house. I did it, but I didn't get no sheep. I get 2 rammy and carry to the church because there was no sheep. I was looking for sheep and couldn't find none. So I find 2 rammy and I bring them to the church. You can't mad with me with that. Our mental state, we act on what we hear. All right. My sister Girlie, who is no Girlie upstairs not really good. Girlie get a job 8 o'clock in the morning, and by 12 o'clock, Girlie lose the job. Girlie carry them to court and win. The Chinese man said to Girlie, said, you take lunch at 12. Remember the Girlie start work 8 o'clock. And the Chinese gonna tell Girlie to take lunch at 12. Girlie do exactly what I'm saying. Girlie went into the supermarket, take up 1 loaf of bread, bully beef, drinks mix, and go back around to the back and drink and make a nice sandwich and start to eat. The Chinese man come around and say, Girlie, you owe 11.50. Girlie say 11.50 if you want. You tell me if you take lunch and me take it, and you tell me say you want pay. No. Then fire Girlie and Girlie carry them account and win them. Your Honor, if them they tell me if you go for lunch, it would be a better thing. We are comedians, and we take things literally. I can say to all my friends and my folks, let me see the hands of those who go to church. If you go to church and you love church, I'm looking over there. You go to church and love church. and I know this was probably saying the black church are just extra. We black church take long for over. The preacher preach long. The praise and worship take long. The choir take long. Everything take long. I went to church. 450 people was in the black church. 450 people in the white church. The white church have a choir of 4 members. 4. Out of all the 450 people, 4 members. Sweetheart, they don't even have a drummer. Just one organist they have, and the organ long. They just play, and then I have no lead singer in the 4 person. And they call them up and say, could you give us a selection? They went up and they sing a simple song. Amazing grace, how sweet the song that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Choir done. The white preacher coming up to preach, they don't have to introduce him. Him just appear upon the pulpit like G. You just appear and the sun coming in our nice little robe. Saints, we are here today to tell you that Jesus is coming again. And if you don't make heaven your home, you are on your home. Nobody outside in the lobby after he said we come to the end of today's service. Nobody in the lobby sell greater cake or drops or to a partner. Everybody leave the church compound one time. The black church, and I hit right hand, praise and worship are going for 4 hours. After praise and worship, they have divine service. After divine service, you always have this one lady who then call for prayer, Sister Mary Clarence. I don't know why every Sunday when I have to give this one woman find somebody else for prayer because she not. Father, we come this morning to give you thanks. We give you thanks for the road that the Chinese build. We give you thanks for the gully that broke off in pieces and washed away Miss Simit. We want to pray for the House of Parliament. We want to pray for the White House. We want to pray for Arms House. We want to pray for Devon House. No, Sister Mary Clarence, where you pray for Devon House for ice cream sell up there? You don't have to pray for no food place. She prayed for 1 hour and 45 minutes. Now they call the black choir to come and recite something. Just one song, the choir. 450 people go to the black church. 400 of them in the choir. They got a mass choir in the one church there. Sweetheart, in a top this up. Now, in every black church, you have a choir director, a choir leader, and you have the bands member who play. So the choir leader now we said, okay, bands, could you give me an A sharp? And you know, say them extra, you know. And he get up and say, can I get an A sharp? And then he get the mic. Me. The same song what the white church sing and the same song the black choir is going to sing. He take the mic. Grace. How? I know the background no come in yet, you know. So now, them sing for 3 hours and 45 minutes, the one song. They don't sing the chorus, they only sing that alone. Sweetheart, after that done now, they are going to call a right reverend to come and preach. Now, you can't call on a black preacher just so. No, man. No, so you see that you go to church. You go to church, then you ever hear them call on one black preacher just normal, sir? And now we're going to call on a reverend. He is the bishop of this house. He is the overseer of this ministry. He is the founder of a Episcopal around the corner, up the hill and under the tree ministry. He was born at 1905. He is the husband of one wife, the father of one children. He fight in World War I, World War II, and maybe 4. Let's welcome Reverend D.D. Junkins on stage. When he walk out, the first thing he said, and now you know, say, church is going to be in for a surprise. Any day you walk into a church and you hear a preacher say, I am not going to stay before you long, sweetheart. Nobody talk about go home. Church, and then and first and foremost, as Christian, we need to understand when a pastor is reading from the scripture. Have you ever noticed that the pastor can be talking very good to your sister Jenkins? I know that you are a blessing from God because you bring the potato pudding for me and my wife, and it was good. But from the moment he start to preach, he catch asthma. And when Jesus woke up into the he have asthma immediately. Catch asthma. He have asthma attack. He must walk with the asthma pump. And he started to say, oh, I'm not going to stay before you long. When Moses went up into the mountain, I'm getting ready to close. I'm getting ready to close. He saw Shadrach, Meshach, and a billy goat. I am getting ready to close. I am getting ready to close. When Jonah swallowed the whale. No, you tell me. No, you tell me. You know, all long him saying on close. And I know he can't close that the door there yet. People, let me tell you something. And I don't want you to take this thing serious and say, I'm mocking the church. I am just telling you. You ever realize, I don't know if you want to go to this church, that they always call you up to prophesy in your life. And when they prophesy, they tell you something when it make no sense to you. See that ever happened to you yet?
Yes.
No, obviously, no. I see I'm here now. Me not have a driver's license. Me not have a house. Me can't drive. Oh, I see the future. I seen a red Mercedes Benz. You know what? There's a blessing come over you. I seen it. I seen it. I seen it. I seen it. I seen the car. Sir, me can't drive. Me no need no car. Me need one house to live. Oh, you can't say me need a house. Why you give me car for when me can't drive? And then you ever some of them will say, oh, the reason why you are not moving into your prosperity because Sister Mary Jane, they planted your red underwear underneath the ackee tree and it is behind. No. First and foremost, the place where you tell me, say me live, me never live the same in my life yet. So you people, just I hope you enjoy one laugh. Come on, sweetheart, we have to loosen up for 2021, you know.
Yes.
What you say?
Yeah, but let me ask you this, Mr. Handsome. So, you know, with this COVID thing with children going to school online, how that working out? How that working out in your view?
The amount of picnic me see drop off a line and broke their hand. Me don't know what kind of. In our world, sweetheart, it is not working. It is not. I don't care what you say. You know, realize that we're going back into the Stone Age. Kids is going to remember. Somebody going to tell you. Remember? I remember when I used to go to school. And somebody going to say, "You used to go to school," but not only that. You see, a lot of person is running from the COVID, and person is saying, "Oh, the COVID is going to kill me." But you know what's going to kill them? The mask. This right here, a poison. The surgical one is better. Sweetheart, me wear this for 2 days and me almost kill me, me almost suffocated. Because there's no breathing space in there and the odor will lift me. I know you breathe out carbon max up or carbon back. I want to say the word good enough. You're breathing out some odor will come out here so when you eat and it lag up in this. If you know wash it out and you put it on back, it poison you. The smell will come out of it. Now, I put on my mask. And when me put on the mask, when me wear for about 2 days, me never wash it and me put it back. Me say, no man, dead rat in this, dead rat in this.
So them have to wash the mask, right? Oh man, did you get think you're frozen? Okay, go ahead.
No man, you have to say, look here now. I don't know which party. Look, I remember one day I was doing a show. And sweetheart, me have the mask like this. So I have the mask in my hand, you know, because them say you can't enter the building without the mask. So I have the mask like this. And sweetheart, let me tell you something, Miss Jones. I wanted to use the bathroom. Went into the bathroom and have the mask in my hand. When I done I pee in the bathroom, come back out, before I come out, I have to put on the mask. When I put it on the mask, I realized that the mask wet. And I said to myself, say, wait, me never wash me and I think, so the mask wet. Then I started to smell some little ranking, you know, the little, I'm saying, no man, I pee in the mask. Not realize, not listen me man, we don't know, you can't stand it, we don't know. No. Anybody can rob a bank at any given time now. Anybody can rob a bank. Because if me go in a bank, figure rob it and me rob a bank and take away the money and the police them come in and say, who is the robber? Me pine on the oldest woman and say, see her there, you can't tell. Everybody wearing mask in the bank. So you don't know who are who. No. You might see your friend, you might see your worst enemy. Is it from right here's a cover? You can't recognize nobody no more. No, for real. But come to think about it, you know. The Chinese them know something what we don't know. You ever hear the Chinese them say them a run down to get vaccination? You ever hear say a vaccination there, China? Then China they talking this and talking that. Me could have tell you, say, me feel, say, me get the COVID. What day? Sweetheart, I put on, after me leave, I was doing my morning devotion. I was going to the hospital to look for my sister Christine. And I have a cologne in the car called Grey Finel. And Grey Finel, and I spray the Grey Finel all over my body. That's a cologne that stink. You know what I mean? It smell really, really, really good. And when I put on that, me couldn't smell it. Me come so. I couldn't smell nothing. And I went to the hospital to look for Christine, and I went to buy a cup of soup. When me start drink the soup, me not taste nothing. Me say, no, sir. Everybody was even worried because they say, yo, I saw me spraying something and I can't smell it. So me go to the doctor now, me tell my sister, doctor, and tell the person what's the problem. The man said to me, say, Mr. Parnell, based upon what you're saying to me, they are going to put you in quarantine. Quarantine who? Quarantine who? Sweetheart, at the first me ever fly come home so fast. Miss Joan, I drive, I come up. Me say, I put scallion, I put onion, I put sour orange, I put garlic, I put everything, just like what the Chinese them do. And I boil them, and I put the towel over my head, and me inhale everything. Me in them say something will have me, I inhale it. I do it for 3 days. Look at me now. Me for what? Because no, even if it wasn't that, and you're going to quarantine me with people who already, I am bound to get sick. It's your mind. Your mind. You can figure out something, and something just capture your mind and just take you over completely. We gotta be careful. We gotta be careful. I given a laugh about, let me explain something to you. Each person on the live, we cannot go in 2021 with hate in our heart. We can't go in 2021 with baggage. We have to empty it out. We should have started, a lot of us should have started doing that from last week. Because the time is winding down to run up on that. How can you malice? How can you malice your own sister? How can you malice your own aunt? But at the end of the day, you are asking God, God forgive me, God bless me. But at the end of the day, he said to you that if you have a heart with your fellow brother or your sister, tell them about him and make them know how you feel and get it over with. You know what I'm saying?
You there?
Yeah, man, that's us. I'm calm.
Oh, tell Zazan to stay off the line and stop interrupt you. He had his turn last week.
Yeah, go and talk to them for a little bit. I'm going to use the bathroom. Go and talk to them for a little bit.
you know, easy at all. Y'all hear that? He put me on hold for him to go use the bathroom. Lord Jesus. Okay, so let me see. So there's a lot of folks on here. Let me scroll back up. Let me just say, if you missed when I said Happy New Year, let me say it again. Happy New Year. Thank you for watching. And let me see. I see a couple of people. Hey, Damien, my brother again. I shouted you out earlier. Mitzi Gardner, thank you for tuning in. Chef Champion, the one and only Chef Champion out of Kingston, Jamaica. Guys, if you're watching, starting the 8th of January, I will be hosting a cooking show on Fridays at 8:30 p.m. with the one and only Chef Champion. He's going to be showing you guys how to make some authentic Jamaican food. So tune into that on Fridays, starting January 8th with Chef Champion. You back, Mr. Handsome?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, man. So I'm not only I'm not only a comedian, because a lot of person might not know. I also a grandfather. I am a father of four. One died, leave three, and all girls. I am a grandfather. I'm a father of four and a grandfather of five grandchildren. And now I am, recently um get custody of my sister, my sick, my mental sick challenged sister that live with me since February. And it is a challenge.
You freeze up again. So yes, viewers, you know how it could be.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ah,
No, go ahead.
yeah. She have mental challenge, and she has been living with me now since February. Um and having her around mean the world to me, mean a lot to me, because of the way we interact with each other off camera. She is one of the most jovial person that you will ever see. And thing. Today, my niece, my daughter cook, and my daughter bring her dinner, and I said to her, "Why you bring her so much food?" And she was like, Daddy, she will eat and left some." And Christine looked at me and said, "I asked him if I might eat it." And she's just that type of girl. And one of the things that I realized that kept her around me, my siblings say that she has never done it before by staying in one place so long. Our own kids then was like, "Uncle, mommy has never stick around us that long." And why? I'm figuring out why. Christine, you can, she might be speaking out of term or speaking out of her head, and then you will say to her, "Shut up, where you talk of madness." You know what I'm saying? So they would put that and tell her to shut up a lot. For me, I don't do that. Happy New Year's. I don't do that. Whenever she have a discussion, or whether she talking to whosoever she talking to, I will come to her and I will say, "Christine, who you talking to?" And she says, "See the man on me." So I'm say, "Sir, you're good." So I am talking to whosoever she's talking to. Well, me, if she is up, then we'll make it 2 week. And then when she say, "You don't see the man," then me have to say, "Yes, I saw him." The other night, she was laying down and she called me. Already, a matter of fact, early in the morning, and she said, "Uncle Lassell, come here." He said, "Tell the man if he come out of bed for me now." I said, "Which man?" She said, "See the man, sit down right there, saying, lay down right there, saying, at the red shirt." And what the man do to her. And I said, "Christine, oh, you loud that." Christine said, "Me don't know. No, him take off my clothes." And I said, "Christine, but you have on your clothes." He said, "Man, take off your clothes and man do however." And I said, "Christine," so he said, "Uncle," I said, "just tell him to leave." Sweetheart, what I could only do, "Sir, get up and come out." She said, "Yes, Uncle." I said, "Run him out and lock the door when he come out." And I have to just pretend. So she understand me and I understand her. She leave from the out in the house and go outside, and she will sit down for the whole time. And that's one of the things that I like about having her around. She listen when she ready to say, "Put on the clothes, man, I make we go look for Zazan," or just put on the clothes and make we go drive out. We say, "Come in at the car." And we just drive somewhere, drive as far as we can go, and then we come back and she feel comfortable.
That's
So
a blessing.
that's all I can contain her, and that's all I can love her and don't show her any resentment. Sweetheart, I have never taken care of a mental challenged person before in my life. Never. I didn't go to class for it, but God gave me common sense and wisdom to understand. You know what I'm saying? If I hear she fussing, I give her the moment to fuss, cuss, because at the end of the day, she will stop. But you say, if I try to push her and tell her stop it, then she won't stop. I give her the best food, the best clothes, and I gave her the best of whatever. If I'm drinking something and she says she want it, that's what she's drinking. If I go to a restaurant and she say, Uncle, I said that is what I wanted to eat, I'm gonna give it to her. It's not the point that I have money, but it's the point that the right thing to do. You want to make sure no they're comfortable. Because if you say if you don't give her certain things, then I will push her into the realm of going to go and beg for certain things.
Wow. Your phone freeze, your microphone freeze up again. But yeah, I'm not sure if you're still
I don't
hearing me,
want my
but
sister to beg.
right, definitely. And that's just a blessing in itself. And, because as family, we have to learn to take care of one another, regardless of the circumstance that that person may find themselves in, you know. And, it's pretty simple and it's biblical. To whom much is given, much is required. Your much is the gift of telling jokes and putting laughter on the face of the world. So I mean, if you could, talk to these thousands of people and put laughter on their faces. I mean, it's only right for you to be able to put laughter on your sister's face. So that is a blessing in itself. And I just want to encourage you to continue to do good and continue to care for your sister. And I know upfront what you're talking about working with. Well, I only work with them. You live with somebody with a challenge. That's the field that I've been in for the last 30 years of my career. And I've worked with people with lots of different abilities and disabilities. And it's not easy. Let me just say that. And I'm sure you come across that. But you have to be accommodating. You got to be friendly. You got to treat them like people, like they matter. And by it being your sister, that is even more close. It's a closer call for you because that's your sister. And, your blessing is going to come in one way or another because, you definitely, that's a great thing because a lot of folks, they have siblings or any other family member with a mental challenge. The first thing is to carry them go to mother house or carry them go to wherever group home or whatever place they want to take them to. But you, on the other hand, you are taking care of your sister, and that is a blessing in itself. And because of that, I know that you're going to see blessings coming to you, more than you can even imagine. And I know that you are a very kind person from the moment that I call you about, just hopping on for a few minutes here to just throw some laughter on people's face because a lot of times people, the first thing they talk about, a lot of times people just see the dollar sign in front of them. It's all about the dollar sign. And that wasn't even the case for you. And I mean, you just join hands and heart with me to say, yeah, let's just bring some laughter to the platform because I see a lot of folks on here, names that I'm very familiar with, and I know that they are Jamaicans, many of whom more than likely would have gone home this year had it not been for
The COVID.
COVID-19. So I figure, hey, you can't go, we might as well, you can't go to Jamaica, let me bring Jamaica to you. And that is why my platform is normally to talk about business and all that stuff. Well, I said, no, I'm not doing that for the last 2 Thursdays. So last week I had Zazan and now I have you. And that's what it's about. It's not always about the dollar sign. Everything doesn't have to come with a price on it. But when you do good, you will find where you receive your blessing. And of course, blessing is not always money. Even the patience that you need to develop to deal with your sister, to accommodate her, to make her feel loved. That's a blessing in itself because not everybody could handle, handle just catering to somebody because that's what you have to do. And that's what you have explained that you've been doing. Just humoring her, just catering to whatever she said she want and just going along with the fact that, there was nobody in the room. But instead of making, that's almost like someone, dealing with Alzheimer's. You cannot continue to tell the person, oh, there's nothing like that. Because that's not helping. That is not helping at all. So it's very similar in your case. You go along with the flow. Okay, man, leave the room. Okay, whatever. You just go along with it to help give her, that that sense of calmness. And
And
so,
eventually, he or she is going to stop
yes.
because they realize that you understand them. So eventually, it's challenges. Don't get me wrong. Having my sister around is a big challenge, and as a single person, it threw me off. I wanted to do things. I wanted to go places, but because she's here, I give up a lot of show. I can't go a lot of places because she would have been dependent on me a lot to stay with her. No, I have to find somebody who like her, who she like, you know what I'm saying? That she can rap with. And this lady that came in, cook for her, would have bathed her when she can bathe herself. And she grown to love this woman and her daughter. You know what I'm saying? My daughter come to stay with me for a little while. She didn't take into my daughter right time because she didn't know who she was. And eventually she loved the baby. She grew him in with my daughter. My daughter can cook for her. My daughter can say, "Auntie, you cold?" And she bring the sweater. So she have to get to know you.
Yep.
And as I said before, you work with this person, but you never live with them. My sister would have take up a knife and say, "Listen, me have cut off your neck," you know. And I just look at it and say, "Yo, sit down somewhere." You know what I'm saying? Because I know that it is not her that talking. No, and God knows that I don't fear to sleep with the other room open and she's in the other room and can come over. But I know she's not going to do certain things. I do believe that God sent her in my life for a reason. Because can you imagine, and I say it all the time, can you imagine if my sister was out there during this pandemic on the street, not knowing that it is dangerous. It is dangerous for her to go on the street. She wouldn't know. She would have been still going wherever, and she realized that there's nobody around, and probably police would have been beating her, abuse her. So I said, God sent her to me in the right time.
Yes, and like you said, timing is everything, because any time before that time when she came to you, then it probably would have been the wrong time. So timing is everything. This is the time when God knows that mentally and physically and in every other way that you're ready and will be able to take care of your sister, you know. So that's just, I definitely just give you big props for that, because a lot of folks, the first thing they would say, take her to a group home, take her over there. It will be everywhere but your house. So it's just an amazing thing that you're doing. And ever since I get to meet you and Zazan, is like I feel like I found two brothers. It's like you guys are just so amazing. I watch his work with them building a house for Natasha. You see, I even know the name of the lady, so I watch, right? Building a house for Natasha. And by the way, one of my cousins, she had something else to do earlier. Her name is Janet. She begged me, please shout out Girlie for me. She follow you, because I learned about your sister's story through her. She was the first one. She lives in New York. So let me make sure I do the shout out, because I'm sure she's gonna come back and watch the replay. Yes. So, but it's an amazing thing though, and just continue to do good, because at the end of the day, it's only the good that we do is gonna last. Nothing else is gonna last. The good that we do, we will be repaid. And like I said, it's not always gonna be money, but your grandchildren will be blessed, your children will be blessed, you will continue to be blessed, so it's definitely certainly a pleasure that you were able to come on here tonight and give us some jokes and then share your world with us.
Before you go away, who for number that underneath my picture?
After me, no, you put it there.
No, sir.
Look, because as far as I'm concerned, I thought you was going to put your name there.
No, man, I don't know how this is there, sir.
Look, that is anything over there, you put it there, because that screen is yours. I have no idea.
I don't know how that the number that. I know for me number that people, no call it. I know for me number. I look at me and say, oh, you there foreigner, you're Jamaican. No, I know for me number that I don't know nothing about that number.
So if you look on my side of the screen, it says Jamaican Joan. I thought you just want to put up your number so people can contact you. I had no idea whose number is that. That yes, I have no idea.
Hold on there. And my number that. Let me change it, Miss Jones.
And you're not gonna cut off. You're not gonna get disconnected if you do that.
No.
Because you can always type it in the feed once you're done. But if you want to change it now, then go right. Let me look here for some more people while you do that. Oh, so that is your number. Okay, people. So that's Mr. Handsome number. And somebody like your remedy that you shared about the COVID stuff, the Jacqueline McDonald. But she said, what kind of remedy?
No. Let me tell you something. If you study and listen to what the Chinese doing, they just do steam 4 times, 3 times a day on a regular. And they drink nothing but do you ever see a fat Chinese woman?
As much as they
they feed on tea, this soup. Me say they do every kind of creature. Me supposed to go start eat like them for 2021. Dog, rat, cat, puss, everything to catch man.
So wait, so Girlie, before you leave, right? I was watching this thing that still kept me laughing till this day. I don't know if you can share that. You can share the joke with. I mean, it's not a visual thing, but at least the verbal piece about the tablet. The school that want the tablet. About the school that you went to deliver the tablet.
Mm-hmm.
As I was saying that I saw that video, but I don't know if you want to share that with the viewers because you still have people on here watching. And I thought that was hilarious. The one where they asked for the tablet at the school.
Oh, Frida, listen to me. And as I said before, we have to understand that we have to be careful of what we ask for. The only it's not even me, it's my uncle Ansom. You can't ask Ansom because he's going to give you what you ask. I am going to bring the tablet to you. And I carry the Caffeinal. I say, which one you want? You want the Caffeinal, the Fensic, or the Panadol? Which one? You need which one you want?
Wow. But yes, people, if you could follow Girlie, Mr. Handsome, whoever you want to follow, because they have some video that's hilarious. There's one, the one I like with you hanging on the clothesline. You're waiting for the teacher to come online.
Online, I mean, and they feature me on TV. I think they feature me on TV, Jay, with that one, because they said that nobody has never come up with that. It was one day I sit there and I say, you know what? Online class. I never see anybody go online. So let me just string up myself on the line with book and everything and waiting, because that is the definition of an online class.
Yes, when I saw that was funny. I was laughing.
And I want to tell the viewers who wanna book me. I do weddings. I MC wedding reception. I even crash wedding. If you want me to crash a wedding, nobody have to know. You just call me, hire me, pay me, tell me who is getting married. If you know that you didn't want your brother to marry to that girl, you just hire me. We will go there. And when the pastor said, there is anyone here like to say something, say it now or forever all in peace. We walk up and we make some kind of interruption, and then so the wedding mash up. And we also cry at funeral. So
I was about to ask you, what about funeral?
Yeah, well, we do crying at funeral. So if you know somebody who died and want somebody to really cry, you can call us. We charge $50,000 to cry in the church, and we had on like $20,000 more if you want us to drop in the grave at the grave site. Because realistic, let the person, but it is something to think about. We can do that. And let me tell you something. Laughter. It just. I'm 50. I'm 50 years old, and let me tell you something. I have never felt so happy, more than when I'm on stage. When I'm on stage, man, I can conquer anything.
Did you turn 50 this year?
Yeah, man, my birthday. No, man, no, my birthday. March coming out will be 51.
Oh, so you turned 50 in what month is your birthday?
March.
Oh, your Lord, you just said that, duh. Oh, so this March I turned 50 this year too. Mine was in October.
See there? So
I mean,
March coming.
a big somebody now, not true.
We're big people, man. Now grand, great, and we soon turn great grand. So you know, the other day, my brothers and my sister, my nieces, my nephew, my kids come over, my grandkids come over, and trust me, everybody make me laugh. They was a joy to me, and I said before, if I can make so much persons laugh, why not somebody can make me put a smile on my face for once, man? Put a smile on my face for once. Let me enjoy the moment. You know what I'm saying? That's what
Yeah.
it is. So persons, the cash app is up, and if you feel like you wanted to send something to the cash app, be my guest and thing, and thank you for it, and thank you for having me. And as I said before, um, costumes say a lot. Costumes say a lot. You notice I hold the phone in my hand. Costumes say a lot. If when I put on my Mr. Handsome costume, or my girly costume, or my big boy costume, I fell right into the character. And because I'm not doing a show, sometimes there's a lot of time crowd enhance your performance because you feed off of the crowd. I remember I went to this place in Ocherest. There's a big hotel in Ocherest, but the all that they do in the show is called Portland. That was the entertainment all is Portland. So when I went to the lobby, I asked the gentleman there. I said, "Excuse me, sir. I'm coming to do a performance. Where is the lobby?" The man said, "Go to Portland." And I'm standing right there like, hold up. Like, and he said, "Go to Portland." And I said, "Excuse me." And he said, "Right around there, the all called Portland." When I reached at Portland, the place packed because I look at they was waiting for me. And I went and I changed. And you see some uptown because it was like white collar people, there was uptown people, there was, and I'm saying, I never performed for them people here before. How am I going to manage what they are going to say if they are going to laugh? And I said, okay, let me do this. I went and I changed and come back. And when they introduced me, "Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome on stage Mr. Handsome." When I went on stage, I took the mic. I said, "Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I would have been here a while now. Because the only reason why I'm late, I went to the lobby and I asked the gentleman where I must come, and he told me to go to Portland. So I take a taxi from Ochi, went to Portland. I have them was just laughing. I say, "I got you. No, I got you." Because when you're doing a stand-up comedy, you wanted to crack one or two jokes, and you have the people them laughing. You have it made from there. You have it.
That's true. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so let me see. So there's a lot of comments in the feed. Miss Grace Hilton, Lorna Bell, Ophelia, thank you for tuning in. Tessa, Miss Lorraine, hey, out of Florida. Dawn, hey, family. There's just a lot of folks on here. Jackie, O'Neill Walker. Oh, O'Neill Walker watching all the way from Finland. See, I told you this thing was international.
Finland
Yeah.
is a house.
Yeah, Finland in the house. Yes, and there's a lot of other folks. I got to scroll back up. I saw Tyann earlier. Sharon Addison out of New Jersey. Sharon is from Jamaica. That's my friend. And then you have Debbie Reeves, and it's a whole lot of folks. Tracy Bless Henry out of Florida. We earlier saw Miss Kamisha Anderson Thomas out of Clarendon. And I'm gonna get back to Clarendon in a second. And then I saw Milan Henry Brown earlier. Yeah, so it's all good. So speaking of Clarendon, let me just use this time to shout out and say Happy New Year to everyone in Jamaica.
Yes.
But not only Jamaica, everyone in Clarendon, Jamaica. And not only Clarendon, but everyone in Victoria District, Clarendon, home of Jamaican Joan. Happy New Year. See, folks, Girlie, they tune in week after week. It's 52 weeks in the year. They on the all year watching and supporting my show on Thursday. So shout out to all Clarendonians, wherever you watch from. Most of them watch from, other countries, but still, we still stay connected to. So shout out to everyone out of Clarendon, home of Jamaican Joan, everyone in Victoria, the Mitchell family to be exact. And thank you guys so much for your support throughout the year. And here it is, I'm taking it home tonight with, some regular stuff. I didn't feel like talking no business tonight. What I said earlier, I didn't feel business-ish tonight. I want to hear.
Business-ish.
Yes, I wasn't feeling business-ish tonight. So is there anyone you want to shout out, Mr. Handsome, before we go? And I'm just alternating between all the names, Mr. Handsome, Girlie, whoever whichever one you want to answer to. Is there anyone you want to shout out?
Listen to me, I want to shout out everybody who a part of this live, people who I know, people who I don't know. There's so much names to call. I want to shout out my family, my sisters, my brothers, for really giving me a wonderful Christmas here. First ever Christmas I enjoy in my life. My daughters, my grandkids, everybody, nieces and nephew. I want to shout out the world. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your support throughout the whole year. Thank you for laughing with me. Thank you for laughing at me. Thank you. And may God bless you. May your store basket may never empty. May everything that you ask for in 2021, God will supply your every need. I want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, I love you. God bless you. And have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful year.
All right, awesome. So there you have it, viewers. We're what is it? 2 hours away. Well, not the folks in England. My brother and them, they already said Happy New Year. Oh, and I saw Nola Reed earlier out of London. Thank you for tuning in. I'm just remembering that I did see her on here. So in the States, we have about another 2 hours to go. So I'm gonna go upstairs and eat some more food and listen to some more music. And my church is gonna go live, so I'm gonna tune into that at around 11 o'clock. So it's just a mixture of everything. We just have to make the best of it, because I know that this has been one of those years that I'm sure, it was just a lot of challenges. But the good thing is that we're still here. So at the end of the day, that's the good thing. A lot of folks did not, make it to the last 2 hours of the year. So thank God that He has kept us and we're still here. And folks, as you enter into 2021, let me close this out by saying, continue. If you're not blessing someone, first of all, you need to be a blessing to someone. Find someone to be a blessing to. Bless somebody as you go along. You see, I'm trying to say it in all kinds of ways that mean it will register at some point, right? Because the truth is, you were called to be a blessing. You were blessed to be a blessing. And the Bible tells us that to whom much is given, much is required. This is not time to be stingy and tight-handed, because you're not doing yourself any favor if you're stingy and tight-handed. Because look at it this way. If you have your hand full with blessings, like, yeah, God is blessing me, both hands are filled with blessings. If you don't ever let go of those blessings, give them to somebody else, you're going to continue to hold on to the same old blessing year after year after year after year. Because where is God going to put that blessing? Your hands are filled. So what you need to do is to get rid of those blessings, bless somebody else with those blessings, so that you can make room for new blessings. I don't know about you, Mr. Hanson, but I love new blessings. So I keep giving away just so I could get new blessings, renewed blessings. Those are the baddest kind of blessings, Those are the best blessings, the new blessings. So,
new blessing.
Yes. And anything that you set your mind to, Just do it. Just go for it. Don't put a limitation on yourself in 2021. I know a lot of people put up their own roadblocks because they are afraid. I mean, a lot of folks blame COVID on some stuff that COVID really had nothing to do with. That was because of your fear and your delay with getting things done. But just go for it. Go for it. You got to put in the work. You cannot have a goal in mind and just sit and waiting for it to happen. It doesn't work that way. It's not going to happen because you wish it. It's not going to happen because you think it. It's going to happen when and only when you put in the
You
work.
do it.
Yes. And is it going to be
Absolutely.
easy? Mr. Handsome, it's not going to be easy. Putting in that work, it's not going to be easy. And then again, if it was easy, everybody would have everything that they want. Everybody would have been successful. You got to put in the work. And yes, it will not be easy. But you know what I always said? And I'm going to continue to say this evening, next year into my show. It takes both rain and sunshine to build a rainbow. Two things that are so different, yet when come together can be so beautiful, because the rain might be that tears that you may have to shed, the hurdles you may have to go over, the finances you may have to invest, the financial investment. You may have to get past some naysayers, because you are going to have some people that's going to tell you, oh, you can't do it. You can't do that. You are not cut out to do this. You are not cut out to do that. Those are some people that you have to get past. So that might be your rain. But then you look over here now for the sunshine. That is your reaping season, your season of harvest. This is the time when you reap your blessings. This is the time when you can go and purchase something that you want without thinking twice about where the money is coming from. You know,
Yes.
that's your sunshine. When you're living, when you're walking in your purpose, that's your sunshine. So again, it takes both rain and sunshine to build a rainbow. That nice, beautiful, pretty, colorful thing. It takes rain and sunshine to get there. So it's not going to be any different for your life. You're going to have to put in the work. You cannot blame anyone for the things that you don't have if you have not put in the work. You have to put in the work. And it's not to say that you're going to put in the work and right away something is going to work. Boom. No, you may have to put in the work and put in the work some more. You know, I learned a long time ago in Jamaica when I was in school there, one of the poems that they used to have us recite. If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Try again.
It never said anything about if you don't succeed, give up. Never once did it ever say that, but it said to try and try and try again. And for just enjoy life. And I know that sometimes we lose hope and it's easy for that to happen because we're humans. But try to live the best life that you can live, because in the words of my good friend, Dr. Ruben West, live your best life because you only have one. One. So enjoy it, be at peace with everybody, if possible, because there are some people that, you know, you just have to forgive and forget and move on from. But if possible, let this be the year that you change your whole ways, the ways that are not good. Now, if you're doing good, continue to do good. But if you're one of those folks that are not doing very well, you're mean to people, you're stingy, you don't
Time
give
for you
away
to
anything.
move up.
Time to step up, because if you see, 2020 was something else, boy. So you just got to realize that you're here for a reason, for a purpose, and you just got to, you know, activate those gifts that you have. Don't let 2021 come and you still sitting on those same gifts that you have, that God gave to you. Utilize your gifts. A lot of times, you know, Mr. Handsome, we find ourselves, we got to run to school to do this, try to, you know, go back to school for this, when we have other gifts that we can birth. You know what I'm saying? We have some inborn gifts, and it's just a matter of us digging deep, pulling them out and making them work. You know what I'm saying? So we cannot enter 2021 with excuses. We got to come off of that. We cannot enter with a bunch of excuses. We have to just grab the bull by the horn and just make everything
Run
work.
with it, man. Yep.
Yes, where there is life, there is hope. So viewers, thank you so much again, Mr. Handsome. And let me shout out Chef Champion again, because he was the one that really helped me to make this happen. Shout out Chef Champion. And again, if you're still watching, which you are, I see still a lot of folks on here. Tune in on Fridays on this same network at 8:30. Chef Champion is going to be doing live cooking demo where you can enjoy yourself. So, Mr. Handsome, how are you doing? You gone sleep?
Nah, man, me up, man.
Up.
Up.
You're just relaxing, huh? But yeah, man. So everybody watching, whether you're watching live or watching the replay, thank you again and happy New Year. Make 2021 the best year ever of your life. Just embrace it with everything that it come with. And thank you guys so much. So I'm going to end the screen for now and I will catch you guys later. I have been your host, Jamaican Joan, with Mr. Handsome, who is just resting, look like he's sleeping, or he just chilling.
No, man, me not sleep, man. Me eye open, me just a look down.
You just a look down. No, man, if you look up, you got to keep your eyes up. Look up to the hill. From where come your help? Keep your eyes up, man. No looking down.
Keep it up.
Yeah,
All right.
keep it all the way up there. And continue to be a blessing to your sister and everything. And we'll talk offline. So, folks, have a good night. Happy New Year. Stay safe.
Same to you.